Hey everyone, Fragga here, and today I want to talk about Paris Corner's one of the newest release, and it's called Prodigy. I think you can see the name of the bottle. It looks really elegant. The main thing is it is actually a dupe of Alexandria 2 from the house of Xerjoff. So if you already know that Alexandria 2 DNA, you kind of already know what this is going to smell like. I had the opportunity to sniff the the Alexandria 2 when I went to a shop in our country, and they had a really large collection of different niche fragrances. So I sniffed that. I really liked that, but it was almost $400, so I could not afford that. But I could afford this Paris Corner Prodigy. But let me tell you, this is actually almost 80% close to the original. So you know if I want to talk about this fragrance, I also have to talk about how Alexandria 2 smells like. If I want to keep it short, Alexandria 2 actually a woody, little bit powdery, and little bit vanilla prominent fragrance. If that makes sense. The journey starts with kind of green apple and little bit cinnamon. uh, Really nice opening, and the opening note is actually kind of identical to Paris Corner Prodigy. It also has apple and cinnamon combination. The opening is really nice. I think that opening of Xerjoff is more smooth and also really well balanced. Here, the cinnamon and little bit woody, nature I can detect, and that woody nature and little bit, that cinnamon, those two notes kind of blend together and makes it more, punchy. Uh, on the other hand, that Xerjoff is not in your face. It is more smooth, more subtle. So the opening of Jers of Alexandria 2 is better, if I'd say. And then, but that apple actually gives it a really nice taste. So apple cinnamon combination, really nice. It actually does its job perfectly. From the moment you spray it, you will immediately know, oh, this is Alexandria 2. And after that, after 5 or 10 minutes, you will get hit with oud. All right, it has oud in it, and I think there is a lot of amber, and woody and amber nature of this fragrance starts to kick in. There are some, I think, white florals and some red florals here, and in the Alexandria 2. Alexandria 2 also has white florals, but that white florals kind of gets overshadowed by oud and little bit amber, and that amber and woody nature, these two notes, they actually dominate this fragrance. They actually dominate this fragrance, but not at the cost of that opening nice, fresh, and spicy. That opening fresh, spicy opening is, uh, you know, it stays throughout the whole journey of this fragrance. But oud and amber, they starts to get prominent as the time goes on, and towards the end, it gets really vanillic, and that because of the vanilla, and there are also some other woody notes, not only just oud. There are other woody notes. Because of the woody notes and because of vanilla, it becomes a little bit powdery. That powdery nature you can sense from the, I think, from the mid to the dry down, and it actually does capture the DNA of Alexandria to really well. I think 80 to 85%, I would say they are close. But it stays always more punchy, more bright, and also a little bit pushes more. But Alexandria 2 is more, it it is Alexandria 2 is just more elegant. Uh, so there you go. And the performance is really good, almost 7 to 8 hours on this fragrance. I don't know the performance of Alexandria 2 because I did not, give it a full wear. I just sniffed it, but and I, kind of sprayed on my hand, and it stayed for around on my skin around 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours. So judging by that one wearing, I think Alexandria 2 was not a beast mode, but not a bad performer either. But and so is this. For almost 7 to 8 hours, you will get really nice woody, powdery, little bit vanillic, little bit ambery fragrance, and it has a really nice CS too. So for the price, I think, you know, for the price $30, I think it is a really good buy. And if you are a fan of Alexandria too, I think you should check it out.